What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cameron, back at it again with another video. Today's video, guys, Battlefield 6.4 update that was supposed to come out in April has been pushed to be included with the 6.6 update coming out in May. So pretty much, as I've said before in many videos, Season 6 is put on hiatus. It's been canceled. It's not happening. And yeah, I know they said it's because of the coronavirus epidemic, or pandemic now, coronavirus issue that's, sweeping the world, and that how the DICE employees are all working from home and all of this and that. And I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're staying home. I'm glad they're staying safe and not going to be out and about and getting people sick, or even, getting themselves sick. So I'm at least glad that's happening. But at the same time, I really don't think they were going to release anything regardless, guys. My faith in this team is kind of down. Pretty much whenever there's supposed to be a release date for Battlefield 5, and they would just never come out. We haven't had a new map in about 2 months now. I'm pretty bored of the game. I don't like the elites. I think all of the elites just look ridiculous. They don't look like they're from World War II at all. They look like some stupid, like legit some Hollywood, Inglorious Bastards, bullshit. They just look stupid, dude. That's my opinion. I think the elites look really, really dumb. So I unlocked the last thing before the elite, and then I'm just done. Because there's nothing to work for. And I'm one of the guys that thinks that once you complete the battle pass and everything, what is there really to do? The game just gets kind of stale, gets a little bit boring, because you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and then you move on. Maybe I have a very short attention span, but that's it. And in my opinion, Battlefield 5's live service compared to, Battlefield 1 paid DLC service has been much worse. We have less content than Battlefield 1 did, and that's the problem. Sure, we have a lot of guns, but we haven't got guns since the beginning of the chapter. Okay? I think that the decision to put the guns in the chapter rewards instead of grinding for them in the weekly challenges was a horrible decision. Horrible decision. I think Chapter 6 has been not a very good chapter. It's been pretty awful compared to the great chapter that was Chapter 5. Content-wise, Chapter 5 was really only not good because of 5.2. But content-wise, it was great. We got 3 good maps. They made some great changes. Besides 5.2, we got a lot of guns, and we got cosmetics. And now in Chapter 6, we have nothing. 6.2 was a good update. It reverted shitty-ass 5.2. But we haven't got content since the first week, 2 weeks since the chapters come out. We have had no new cosmetics, no new maps, no new weapons, and now we have to wait till the new update, which I am excited for. I do like how they changed a lot of the German uniforms and British uniforms. I think those maps were very lackluster when it came to the Pacific maps. I think they just didn't look like World War II at all, while the Pacific maps feel a lot more like World War II and are a lot better and have the more traditional Battlefield experience. That's why I like the Pacific maps more than the German maps, in my opinion. But I'm just concerned about the content. What are the new maps? I know there was a map supposed to be released, and during this chapter, we're supposed to get another map. It was codename Pacific Ocean, and I don't know what that was going to mean, but people were suspecting Navy battle. I was thinking it was going to be another jungle-themed map, like Solomon Islands, because we need a lot more content than we have here. You look at Battlefield 1, during their paid DLC, they have a lot of maps in that game. They have a lot of maps, they have a lot of cool factions, they have a lot of cool weapons, they have a lot of cool stuff in that game. Just revisit the game and you'll be like, wow, there's a lot of cool stuff that I didn't really realize. I really like Battlefield 1, it has great content, it was just a really good game. And here, while I like Battlefield 5's gameplay, I like the maps we have. There's only a couple that I really despise, but I just don't think we're getting anything worthwhile at this point. Where are all the cool maps? Where are the Russian? Where is the Western Front? Where is more Japan, USA maps? Why isn't there Japan British maps? They fought the British too. Why is none of that here? And they should have had the content they have now at the beginning of the game. Legit, beginning of the game or first year of the game, all of this content should have been out. And I'm just so sick and tired of delay after delay after delay with this game. Every time they say they're going to release something, I get excited for it and it gets delayed. And I'm just annoyed with that. I Like, I don't want to keep grinding for tier skips. I don't even care about tier skips. I already have what I want. I already have the cosmetics I want. I have the melee weapons I want. I have the weapons. Why do I care about some bullshit tier skips? I don't care about that stuff. I want realistic World War II cosmetics. I don't want some stupid looking steampunk bullshit cosmetics. Because there's two things I really despise in like media. I hate steampunk. Like, I hate steampunk shit, and I hate futuristic shit. Especially when it's intertwined with history. Like, I hate when World War II shit gets all futuristic. Like, the only time I ever liked that is like in Nazi zombies, and that's only because it's so like, it's obviously so unbelievable that who gives a fuck. But if it's like a realistic take and it's like some like bullshit like robots and shit, I think that shit sucks. Like, personally, I don't want a future Battlefield game. Like, everyone's like, yeah, dude, 2142 Battlefield game in 2022. That's just gonna be dope. I don't want that. I really don't want that at all. And I know that they're probably gonna push back the next Battlefield game. It was supposed to come out, I believe, in 2021, around March. But I think they're gonna push that back into, either Christmas time 2021 or 2022 around March. Because I just don't think they're gonna be. I think Battlefield 5 will just not have enough content by then, and they want to release all the content they can for Battlefield 5. Because I think that next Battlefield they release, they should take their time with it, try to make it good, no bugs, a lot of content from the beginning, and just complete out Battlefield 5's life cycle and do all the maps and stuff that people want to see. Take your time. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand it. Like, AAA games always rush their production, and then we get some bullshit beta for basically $60. It happened with Modern Warfare. It happened with BF5. It's happened with a handful of other games. But when game companies actually take their time, like, for example, Doom Eternal, Red Dead Redemption, they push it back, work on the kinks, get all the content they want to add. The game is great. Look at Doom Eternal, man. They pushed that game back, and Doom Eternal was probably one of my favorite games I've played in a long time. You know, that game was awesome. It has a lot of content. The campaign is nice. I think they're gonna add some new multiplayer modes and stuff like that. Because battle mode gets a little boring after a while. So I think they're gonna, do some PvE stuff. Like, that'll be a lot of fun. That will be a lot of fun indeed. And Red Dead Redemption did the same thing. They pushed it back. They made a great fucking game. But you have game companies like EA and Activision that just push these games out by deadlines, and they just suck. Like, look at COD. Every single COD upon release is absolute fucking garbage. And it's been like that for about 4 or 5 years. There are a bunch of bugs. You're pretty like Modern Warfare. I 110% believe we paid for an alpha. I 110% believe that. Same with Battlefield 5. We paid for a fucking beta with Battlefield 5. There were so many bugs in Battlefield 5 when it first came out. There was no new content. This live service has been underwhelming with maps and everything, to say the least. I think there's a fair amount of guns in the game, but we just don't have any maps. We have 4 factions in a year, dude. We have 4 factions. It's almost been 2 years since the game's come out. Think about that. Let's compare it to other World War II games. COD World War II was not really that good of a game either. I think it was okay. But the last really good World War II game that we had was World at War. And don't get me wrong, I think Battlefield 5 is a really good World War II game. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the gameplay. I like the multiplayer. I like the maps. I just don't like how we have no maps. That's one thing. I just don't like how we don't have that many maps to choose from. We have 17 maps in 2 years, dude. That's nothing. 17 maps in 2 years is unexcusable. I'm sorry. We should have double that number of maps in 2 years. Look at World at War. There was like 35 maps in that game, probably. Black Ops. Black Ops 1 had a lot of maps too. Battlefield 1. There's so many maps in Battlefield 1. There's at least 30 maps in that game. And now we have none. We have no maps in this game, guys. We've had 17 maps in like 2 years, which in my opinion is ridiculous. We should have way more maps than that. We should at least have 20, 25. At least. And we should at least have 5 or 6 factions. At least, man. Like, Battlefield 1 had like 4 factions from launch. From launch, man. We have none right now. It really needs to up the ante. what do you guys think? Are you guys sick and tired of this stuff? I really am. I'm super sick and tired of it. With that all being said, this is your boy Cameron. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. It helps the channel out a lot. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.